Beloved soul, the light of heaven shines upon you today because your heart has cried out long enough. God has heard the sound of your silent prayers, the ones you whisper in the night when no one else can see the tears that fall from your soul. You have waited, you have endured, you have loved even when it felt like love was lost. But God says, nothing is ever truly lost that was born from love. What you thought was gone is being restored. The one you love, the one your heart still feels in secret, is being freed from the pain that has kept them away from you. There were chains around their spirit, invisible but heavy. They carried guilt, fear, confusion, and sorrow, wounds that made them run from love, even when they longed for it. God says those chains are breaking now. Every moment of silence between you has been filled with divine work. Angels have been moving, unseen, whispering truth into the heart that once turned cold. Heaven has been melting the ice around their emotions, reminding them who you are, the light that once guided them home. They could not come to you before because they were lost in a maze of their own pain. They were surrounded by lessons they had to learn before love could return pure and healed. You wondered why they left, why they stayed silent, why their eyes once full of love turned away. But God says, do not judge the delay, for it was never rejection, it was protection. The distance was divinely designed to heal both of you, to strip away illusions and pride, to teach you both what real love is. What you had before was beautiful, but what is coming now will be sacred. The one you love has been touched by grace. In the dark nights of their soul, they cried out too. Though you did not hear their words, heaven did. The fire they went through was not meant to destroy them, but to purify their spirit. They are no longer the same person who walked away. They have met God in their suffering. They have seen their mistakes. They have felt the emptiness of living without your light. They are awakening now, and their first thought upon awakening is you. God says, I am preparing a reunion not built on old pain, but on divine timing. I am aligning hearts that once were torn apart. I am healing the past. You may feel their energy return before you see their face. You may feel warmth in your chest or hear their name in unexpected moments. This is the sign that their spirit is moving closer. Love is being resurrected, not by human force but by divine mercy. You are being asked to forgive, not because they deserve it, but because your heart deserves peace. Forgiveness will open the door that heaven is unlocking. The universe is conspiring now to bring you both into harmony. The lessons have been learned. The karmic weight is lifting. What once was confusion will soon become clarity. What once was pain will turn into understanding. God says, do not doubt what you feel, for your connection is holy. This person was not just another chapter in your life. They were written into your destiny before time began. You recognized each other beyond words because your souls have known each other through lifetimes. The love you share is not ordinary, it is spiritual, and it has endured tests that few would survive. Every trial, every tear, every silent night has been preparing you both for this moment. Now comes the shift. The energy around you is changing. The air feels lighter because the heaviness is lifting. Angels are rejoicing, for the pain that once separated two hearts is dissolving into divine compassion. Soon there will be movement, a message, a dream, a sign that breaks the silence. They will reach out, not in fear but in truth. They will speak words they once could not say. And you will feel, deep within, that this is not imagination. It is fulfillment, but God also says, do not rush what is holy. Trust in the divine flow. Continue to live, to grow, to shine your light. Do not wait in sorrow, wait in faith. For when two souls are meant, no distance, no delay, no darkness can keep them apart forever. Love that is blessed by heaven always finds its way home. You are that home. You are the place where their heart will rest. The one you love is coming back, but not as before. They return with wisdom. They return with humility. They return with an open heart. They will no longer hide behind fear. They will no longer let pride destroy what love built. God has worked within them, shaping them through pain, until all that remained was truth. You will recognize it in their eyes. The same eyes that once turned away will now look at you with the clarity of soul recognition, and when they come, remember, love gently. The past does not need to be relived. It only needs to be forgiven. Let your embrace be the bridge between what was and what is. For this union will not only heal your hearts, it will heal generations of pain, karma, and separation. It will show the world what divine love looks like when two souls surrender to God's will. Heaven smiles upon you now. Every prayer you thought went unanswered was heard. Every tear was counted. Every moment of waiting was a seed of faith. Now those seeds are blooming into miracles. You have passed through the fire and remained pure in heart. You believed in love when others told you to forget. You held faith when logic said it was over. And God says, because you did not give up, I am restoring what was lost, multiplied, purified, and made new. Prepare your heart. Stay open. Let peace be your song. Do not look for proof in the physical first, look in your spirit. Feel the warmth returning. Feel the hope rising again. That is heaven speaking to your soul, telling you the time has come. The pain is over. The lessons are learned. The story that once broke you will now bless you. You are about to see the beauty that was hidden in the ashes. You are about to witness divine justice, not through revenge, but through redemption. The one you love is returning, not as a lost soul but as a healed vessel of love. And when you meet again, it will feel as if time stood still and heaven opened its arms around you both. God says, my child, I never forgot your love. I never abandoned your prayers. I was working all along. The one who once ran away is being led back by my light. Their pain is being lifted, their eyes opened, their heart freed. This love will not be like before, it will be stronger, wiser, eternal. Hold faith a little longer. The breakthrough is closer than you think. Love is on its way, free, healed, divinely timed. Heaven is bringing them back, and when they arrive, you will know beyond words that God kept His promise. The one you love is coming back. Freed from his pain. God says, my beloved, what you are feeling now is not just emotion, it is awakening. Your spirit is sensing the movement of destiny. You can feel it in the quiet moments, in the sudden peace that falls upon your heart, in the strange calm that whispers, something is about to change. That calm is not emptiness, it is me preparing you. I am clearing space inside your heart for the miracle that is unfolding. Do not doubt this peace, it is the sign that the storm has served its purpose. The one you love has walked through a season of shadows. They were lost not because they chose darkness, but because they were searching for light in the wrong places. They tried to fill the emptiness inside with noise, distraction, and pride. But none of it could silence the voice that kept calling them home, your voice, the echo of your soul that was planted in them before time began. Every path they took away from you only circled back to the truth that no one could take your place. The divine thread between your souls could stretch but never break. God says, I allowed their distance because I was calling them deeper. Sometimes I separate two souls not to punish them, but to refine them. The distance made you both grow in ways you could not have grown together. It taught you patience, strength, faith, and self-worth. It taught them humility, courage, and what love truly means. Now, both of you are more whole. You are no longer chasing love from emptiness, but ready to meet again from fullness. You have been praying for a sign, and heaven says this message is that sign. The energy around your connection is shifting in divine rhythm. The soul you love is remembering. Their dreams are filled with you. Their thoughts return to moments they tried to forget but couldn't. They are being shown what you truly were, not a fleeting love, but their divine mirror. The illusions that blinded them are being stripped away, and they are finally seeing you through God's eyes, radiant, forgiving, true. There was a time they could not face you because facing you meant facing themselves. Your love was too pure. It revealed the truth they tried to hide. But now, after their journey through pain, they have been transformed. The person who once ran from love will now run toward it. The pride that once silenced them will now push them to speak. They are tired of pretending they don't care. They are tired of carrying the weight of regret. Heaven is whispering into their heart, go back, it's time. God says, do not fear the past returning. What is coming is not a repetition of old wounds, but a resurrection of divine love. The lessons have already been learned. The karma has been cleared. The fire has purified what was meant to last. You are being called to trust me more than ever before. When they return, do not test them with fear. Do not question the miracle I am bringing. Receive them with the grace you have cultivated in waiting. You are not the same person you were when they left. You are stronger, wiser, more aligned with heaven's purpose. The one you love will recognize that immediately. They will see peace in your eyes, where once there was pain. They will see light where once there were tears. And in that light, they will find redemption. They will come not because of obligation, but because love, real, unconditional love, has conquered their fear. They will come because the prayers you whispered reached heaven and transformed into divine motion. You must understand, beloved, when you prayed for their healing, you were not only healing them, you were breaking ancestral chains. You were shifting lifetimes of separation into reunion. You were acting as a vessel of divine mercy. That is why heaven holds you in such high regard. The angels sing over your patience. They know what it cost you to keep loving, to keep believing. They saw your lonely nights, your moments of despair, your whispered why. And now, those same angels are preparing a path of reunion, paved with light. There will be signs, soft, almost unbelievable at first. You might see their name more often. You might dream of them standing before you, calm, peaceful, healed. You might feel a sudden warmth in your chest as if a gentle hand touched your soul. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations from heaven that the divine plan is unfolding exactly as it should. God says, trust the unfolding. Do not rush the timing. Love that is ordained by heaven cannot be forced, it must flow. The universe is adjusting circumstances, healing hearts, and preparing divine meetings. Everything is being aligned for your highest good. The past could not stay because it was not yet ready for eternity. But now eternity is calling. You may wonder if they still love you. God says, they never stopped. Even in silence, love remained. Even when their words hurt. Their soul cried for you. Even when pride built walls, their heart still whispered your name. You were never forgotten. You were never replaced. You were simply waiting for them to remember what heaven always knew, that you belong together, not in suffering, but in peace. As they awaken, so do you. You are feeling lighter, freer, and more open. This is no accident. Heaven is preparing your spirit to receive what is coming. You have released so much pain that there is finally space for joy to enter. The love returning to you will not be fragile, it will be unbreakable. It will not take from you, it will nourish you. It will not confuse you, it will bring clarity and calm. God says, I am restoring what the enemy tried to destroy. The doubts, the distance, the heartbreak, all were part of a larger story that ends in divine victory. Your connection was never about punishment, it was about purpose. Through your love, others will see what faith can do. Through your patience, others will learn that love is not weak, it is the greatest strength of all. Do not be afraid when change begins. It may happen suddenly, like dawn after the longest night. You may wake up one day feeling the shift, a lightness, a knowing. And soon after, the one you love will appear. The words you long to hear will be spoken. The closure you prayed for will become the new beginning you didn't think possible. You will see how every delay had divine meaning, how every moment apart was preparing you both for a love that lasts beyond time. You are entering a sacred chapter. Heaven is aligning you with destiny. The one who once walked away is walking back, not out of weakness, but out of divine calling. Their pain is gone. Their heart is free. And when they stand before you, you will feel the presence of God between you, gentle, powerful, eternal. God says, "This is not the end. This is the promise fulfilled. I am making all things new." Beloved child of heaven, the energy around your heart is glowing brighter now. What once felt like waiting has transformed into quiet expectancy. You no longer ache as before, instead, your soul feels the calm of divine knowing. You may not see it yet with your physical eyes, but in the unseen realm, everything is already moving in your favor. Heaven is whispering, the reunion has been written. The time of healing is now. The one you love has been walking through divine fire, and that fire has purified them. Where once there was confusion, there is now awakening. Where once there was fear, there is now courage. They have looked into the mirror of their own soul and seen the truth, that running from love was running from themselves. They have cried to heaven in secret, confessing their mistakes, longing for forgiveness, yearning for peace. And God says, "I have heard their cry, and I have seen your tears. I am joining them into one prayer, and from that prayer comes restoration." There are moments when your heart suddenly remembers them, when you feel their presence as though they are standing beside you. This is not illusion. This is the merging of two souls drawing closer again. You are feeling the pull of divine reunion. Heaven is guiding both of you like two stars returning to the same orbit. There is no force strong enough to keep apart what God has destined. The angels around you are rejoicing, for this union is not just about love, it is about purpose. Together, your souls hold a mission, a light meant to inspire and heal others. That is why your connection felt different from the start, deeper, unexplainable, holy. It was never just romance, it was spiritual alignment. You were meant to awaken each other, to shake each other from old cycles, to remember who you truly are in the eyes of God. God says, "The pain you endured was never wasted." Every heartbreak carved space within you for divine love to dwell. Every tear softened your heart so you could love without condition. You learned to release control, to surrender, to trust the unseen. Those were sacred lessons, not punishment, but preparation. For love that is divine must be received by a heart that has been refined by faith. The one you love is awakening to this truth now. They remember your patience, your kindness, your forgiveness. They remember how your light made them feel safe. They remember how your presence calmed storms inside them that no one else could touch. They know now that what they ran from was not you, it was the mirror of their own unhealed wounds. God allowed them to face those wounds alone so that when they return whole, and now, their spirit is whispering your name. In dreams, in silence, in moments of reflection, they hear you. The connection between your souls has become a prayer that neither of you consciously speaks, yet both feel. Heaven is answering that prayer through synchronicities. Through divine timing, through sudden clarity. There will come a moment soon when their courage will rise above their fear, and they will reach out. They will speak the words you once longed to hear, not out of guilt, but out of truth. But God says, when they return, meet them with grace. Do not let fear from the past close the door I am reopening. The old pain will try to whisper, what if it happens again? Silence that voice with faith. For what I restore, I make new. Trust that I have worked in both of your hearts. What was broken has been mended. What was lost is being returned to you, healed, pure, and blessed. You may be tempted to doubt when the signs become stronger. You might ask, is this real? Am I imagining? Heaven says, yes, it is real. You are not imagining. You are perceiving what your soul already knows. Faith allows you to see the invisible before it manifests. Keep trusting what you feel, for your spirit recognizes the truth before your eyes do. The person you love is not the same as before, and neither are you. You both have been reborn through pain. This reunion will be gentle, not a storm, but sunrise. It will not come with chaos, but with peace. When you look into their eyes again, you will see a reflection of yourself, healed, calm, whole. The love between you will feel deeper but simpler, without the noise of fear or confusion. It will be quiet. Sacred, strong. God says, I am giving you the kind of love that brings peace, not anxiety. The waiting was not meant to test your patience, it was meant to teach you how to love without attachment, to give without expectation, to trust without proof. Now that you have learned this, you are ready to receive the blessing. In this new chapter, your love will become a testimony. Others will look at you both and see what divine restoration looks like. Your story will show that no separation is final when God is in the center. You will inspire others to believe again, to forgive again, to open their hearts again. You will become a living example of faith rewarded, and still, God says gently, keep your eyes on me. Do not make your happiness dependent on another's presence. The one you love is a part of your story, but I am the author. When you trust me first, all else falls into place. Love me, and through that love, your union will thrive. Seek my presence daily, for it will anchor you in peace no matter what happens next. The days ahead will bring signs, not just external ones, but inner confirmations. You will feel guided, as if unseen hands are leading you toward the right conversations, the right timing, the right place. Trust those nudges. Heaven is orchestrating the reunion. When you surrender, everything unfolds effortlessly. You do not need to chase. You need only to be ready. Your readiness is not about perfection, it is about openness. Allow yourself to receive love again without fear. Let go of the old story. Let go of what you think must happen. Let go of timelines. Instead, rest in faith. Say within your heart, God, I am ready for what you have prepared. And then let peace settle over you like a warm light. You will notice subtle shifts, synchronicities, words that echo your prayers, numbers that appear again and again, dreams that feel more like memories. These are confirmations that your souls are being aligned once more. Do not dismiss them as coincidence. They are heaven's language of reassurance. Soon, when the time is perfect, they will step forward. The walls will come down. Words will be spoken that heal old wounds. And you will feel the power of divine timing, how everything had to happen exactly as it did for this love to be real, stable, eternal. God says, "This is my promise, what I have joined, no distance can destroy. What I have healed, no pain can undo. What I bless, no darkness can steal." The one you love is walking back into your life, not as a shadow, but as light. They are free now, free from the pain that once kept them away, free to love you as I intended. Your heart will understand this truth before your mind does. Trust that feeling. Trust that peace. The waiting is ending. The new beginning is near. Heaven is smiling upon you both, for love has conquered pain. The one you love is coming back. Freed, healed, and ready to walk the divine path beside you. The night is almost over, beloved soul, and the dawn that heaven promised is breaking. You have walked through long valleys of silence, wondering if your prayers ever touched the heart of God. You have waited when your faith trembled, and still you chose love. That choice has not gone unseen. Heaven writes down every quiet act of faith, every time you loved without being loved back, every time you forgave when anger seemed easier. These were seeds planted in eternity, and now they are flowering. The light that you sent out has circled back to you. The one you love has felt this light in the darkest corners of their being. It reached them when they were lost, when they thought they had ruined everything beyond repair. They tried to forget you, yet your essence lived in their prayers, in their dreams, in every quiet moment when the world grew still. God has been whispering your name into their heart, reminding them of what was real, what was pure, what was divine. They are awakening fully now. The illusions that once blinded them have fallen away. They have learned through pain what you already knew through faith, that love is not bondage, but freedom, not weakness, but divine strength, and so, heaven moves. The angels who have watched over both of you prepare the way for sacred reunion. They clear the path, smooth the rough edges, heal what still aches. Every invisible thread between you is being rewoven with gold, stronger, clearer, brighter. When you meet again, the recognition will feel like coming home after lifetimes of wandering. The words you once rehearsed in silence will no longer be needed, your hearts will speak in a language older than time. God says, "This is the hour when promises blossom." You will feel it first as peace, then as a soft unfolding of miracles. Things that once felt impossible will begin to move easily. The timing will feel effortless. You may run into each other unexpectedly or receive a message that seems guided by unseen hands. Do not be afraid of this sudden grace. It is the divine rhythm catching up with the faith you have carried. The one you love is no longer running. They have stopped fighting the pull of destiny. They have accepted that what connects you is not chance, not coincidence, but covenant. They understand now that love is not about control or fear, it is about surrender. They will come to you not as a rescuer, not as a victim, but as a partner ready to walk beside you, equal in light. You will see in their eyes the humility of one who has met God, and in that meeting learned how to truly love. God asks you, even now, to prepare your heart for this new chapter. Lay down every weapon of defense you built to protect yourself from disappointment. You will not need them anymore. Let forgiveness become your new armor. Let compassion become your strength. Remember, this reunion is not a return to the past, it is a rebirth into something higher. You are being trusted with a love that reflects heaven itself. The story that once brought you sorrow will now become a story of redemption. The people who doubted you will see the fruit of your patience. They will not understand how love that seemed broken could come back healed, but you will know, because you have walked the road of faith. You will see that God never abandoned you, He was shaping both hearts in secret. There will be moments, even after reunion, when memories of old pain try to whisper. In those moments, remember what you have become. You are no longer the one who waits in fear. You are the one who walks with grace. When you forgive, you set heaven free to move again. When you trust, you invite miracles. When you love without condition, you reflect the face of God. That is the power within you, quiet, eternal, unstoppable. The one you love will sense this change. They will feel peace in your presence, not demand. They will feel truth instead of expectation. They will know they have come home. Together you will build something sacred, a bond rooted not in desire but in destiny, not in need but in divine purpose. Your connection will inspire others to believe again, to see that even the deepest separation can be healed by grace, and God says softly, "This is why I chose you." Because your heart could carry love through darkness without letting it die. Because your faith could hold light when all else failed. Because you kept believing in what the world calls impossible. That belief opened the gates of heaven. That belief brought transformation not just for you, but for the one you love. Now, look forward. The days ahead will shimmer with signs. You will notice blessings flowing more easily. Peace will follow you like a fragrance. The heaviness that once haunted your chest will lift. You will smile for no reason, because your spirit will already know that something beautiful is near. When you least expect it, life will orchestrate the meeting, the message. The moment that changes everything. When it happens, do not question it. Simply breathe and say, "Thank you, God." Recognize that the timing is perfect, the path divinely drawn. You will realize then that no part of your journey was wasted. Every lonely night built strength. Every prayer carved wisdom. Every tear watered the soil where miracles now grow. The one you love will look at you and see what they could not see before, that your love was their answer all along. They will tell you of the nights they missed you, the dreams where you appeared, the whispers that told them, "Go back." They will thank you for never closing your heart. They will hold you not in fear of losing you, but in gratitude for finding grace. God says, "And when that moment comes, lift your eyes to me. Give glory where it belongs. Let love be an offering, not an idol. Remember that I am the source of every reunion, every miracle, every heartbeat that dares to love again. Keep me at the center, and your love will not fade with time, it will deepen into eternity. This is not a fairy tale, it is a divine fulfillment. The universe has conspired to bring balance, to mend what was fractured, to weave new beginnings from old endings. You are stepping into that fulfillment now. You may feel warmth move through your body as you read these words. That is my spirit confirming truth to your soul. Do not let doubt steal this joy. Doubt is only the echo of the past. The past has no power where love reigns. Stand in faith. Speak blessings over your future. Each word you speak in love builds the foundation for what is coming. Say within yourself, "I am ready for divine love. I am ready for peace. I am ready for the return of what God has healed." And then, wait in gratitude. Soon, your life will reflect the promise you held in secret. The one you love will stand before you, free from pain, ready to begin anew. There will be tears, but they will be of release, not sorrow. There will be silence, but it will be sacred, not empty. There will be love, not bound by time or fear, but expanded by grace. God says, "My child, your season of sorrow is complete. Your waiting has not been in vain. You will see my goodness in the land of the living. You will taste joy again, and it will be sweeter for the pain that came before. The one who was lost has been found. The one who was bound is now free. The one you love is coming back, not as they were, but as I created them to be. When you embrace them again, know that you are witnessing a miracle, not just a reunion between two people, but the fulfillment of divine love on earth. Let that love ripple outward. Let it heal others through your kindness, your faith, your peace. Be the light that reminds the world that God keeps His promises. And when you rest at night, know this truth: you were never forgotten. Your prayers were never ignored. The silence was not absence, it was the sound of heaven working. Now, heaven has finished its work. The threads of destiny have been rewoven. The time has come, the one you love is on their way. Their heart is free. Their spirit is renewed. And when your eyes meet again, you will both know, love never died. It only transformed. It waited for the moment when both hearts could truly hold it. That moment is now, God says, the one you love is coming back. Freed from pain, ready to love, ready to begin the chapter one have written for you. Be at peace, my beloved. All